What color were big theropods and big sauropod dinosaurs? Now, unfortunately, the fossil record does tell us a lot about size and certain other things, but most of the time it does not tell us about color. And with Prehistoric Planet 2 coming out, it's made me think, to reinvigorate this idea of what color were big predatory dinosaurs and big sauropods. Now, when you watch Prehistoric Planet from last year, you may look at a dinosaur like a tarbosaur or some of the big sauropods, and they may seem to be, like if you use the tarbosaur as an example, they may seem to be a dull brown in coloration, but it's not until the camera gets closer that we see that there's actually some swirl colors and there's some patterns going there. That seems to be very realistic. For the most part, dinosaurs have been portrayed as just kind of one dull color or another dull color. I mean, look at Jurassic Park. The T-Rex is kind of a dull brown, and most of the dinosaurs, even the velociraptors, are the same. Most of the dinosaurs are the same. Now, I like to believe that the animals in real life would have been different colors. Very difficult to say if there would have been spectacular colored dinosaurs. Who knows? Maybe some of the smaller dinosaurs may have been very spectacular colored, and maybe as they got a little bit bigger, some of the big theropods, maybe the coloration became less and less. It'd be really cool to find a giant predatory dinosaur one of these days with evidence that it was brightly colored, but that may go against the notion of you're a big predator and you don't want to be pink or you don't want to be standing out. You want to kind of blend it back into your environment, which makes me think a lot of times, maybe T-Rex was a light green or a light brown, a brown and a green, kind of like a forest color, blend into the forest. So again, it'd be really cool to find that out one day. But with Prehistoric Planet 2 coming out, it's kind of brought back this idea of colors and dinosaurs being portrayed in the media and just what they might have been like. Now, moving on to sauropods. Sauropods, big sauropods, again, have also been portrayed as kind of one dull, kind of solid color. But when you look to Prehistoric Planet from last season, again, you'll find that some of the animals have a little bit more color than meets the eye from afar away. When you get a little bit closer, when the camera gets closer, you notice that there's some color patterns. So this is just something I've been pondering as we're waiting for this next season to come out May 22nd. Very excited about it. But, the notion of big predatory dinosaurs being a certain color and big sauropods being a certain color is pretty interesting. And it's one of those last tidbits of information that really, if you're a dinosaur enthusiast, it's really kind of interesting to think about what did they really look like? What were their colors? And again, if you're a big predator, you probably don't want to stand out. Now, something that I've been pondering lately has been the idea that if you were a big sauropod dinosaur, you're a giant Dreadnoughtus, you're a giant Patagotitan, you're huge. Maybe it's possible you had a little bit more coloration than the theropods because you're so big that you're a walking mass of muscle and fat, and you can be as colored as you want because nothing can touch you, unless you're a juvenile of the species or you are a sick member of the species. So it's kind of interesting to sit back and think about. Maybe there were some sauropods that were a little bit more colored than we would have thought about because they were so big that nothing could really touch them, and they could be as colored and have differentiated colors as they wanted to. Again, kind of an interesting thought, and I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts on what you feel about, big predatory dinosaurs, what colors might they have been, and big sauropod dinosaurs, what colors might they have been. Thanks for watching, appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.